Okay. This is like our third try doing this. The first time, it was way too long. Second time, he was being a jackass and making it very difficult for me to do my review.
I'm still uploading this so you guys can see.
Yeah, it's going to end up being in a bloopers section, so hope you enjoy those enough. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're both reviewing 2 TV series each since we haven't done any in a while. So I'm going to start out and I'm going to do Buffy. These, we don't have all of them. We have seasons 1 through 4. We intend on getting the rest of them very soon. We're on season 3 currently. We're trying to get through them. There's one of the covers. But this TV series is about a teenage girl who's in high school, and finds out that she's the chosen one, the vampire, the slayer, and she's supernatural. She's super strong, and she has powers, and she ends up falling in love with a vampire, and that's kind of odd if you think about it. Doesn't have the most amazing special features on it, mainly just interviews with the director and some of the actors, and it looks like it's got a couple scripts from some of the episodes on here, but that's...
You just read them.
Pretty much the extent of those. So, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Austin saw them all before, but he said that it was like watching it for the first time because of how long ago it was since he did watch it.
It first started running in like the mid-90s, and that was back when I first saw it. So,
one of my favorite parts is like the size of the movies, because in a way it's almost like they blend them together to work together, and that's one thing I really liked about the cases, because
it's good packaging.
They have the slip cases with disc 1, disc 2 on the insides. So that's it for Buffy.
Moving on to my first one, and I talked about this earlier today, twice. And it's a great, funny film, and I only suggest to get it if you're a fan of the TV show. It's a movie based on the TV show, and it is Reno 911, the movie, and this is the unrated version. You can hold this up there if you want, I don't care.
There you go. Take a look at it. You get to see a woman's booty.
And the film itself is extremely funny. You laugh all the way through it if you're a fan of that, new age slapstick comedy that Reno is. It's that unscripted. It's almost like watching one nonstop blooper, just because it's all so random and so funny. They're all really funny people and great actors, but it's just not a good movie. There's really no storyline. It's just Reno 911 taking place in Miami. But it is really funny. So if you're a fan of the TV show, I really should suggest to get it. As well, the special features on it are great. Some of the funniest special features I've ever seen, including the extended scenes where, like the beach whale scene ends up being like 20 minutes long. Instead, it's the whole non-stop thing without cutting. And it's just them improvising for 20 minutes, and it's just really funny. You got anything to say?
Mm-hmm. I personally am not a big fan of the TV series, but I will say that it was a very funny movie. Austin recently found out that it was all improv, and he was very...
They put them in a room, tell them what the end of the scene needs to be. An example would be the almost sex scene between, Dangle and, they just put them in the room, and they're like, here, go into this room, have an awkward sexual moment without having sex, and at the end of the scene, you try to escape. And they go, and they just do it, and it's really funny.
Okay, well, moving on. My next one, it's only fair that I did Buffy, but I'm doing Angel as my second thing, because it's the follow-up after Buffy. It's a story after Buffy.
Go into part 2.
We're only 4 minutes, shut up. Once again, they do the side thing where it kind of blends, and I like that a lot, and there's an up close you can see Spike and Angel, and I know every woman agrees with me that Angel is just hot. But basically, Angel is
Pierce Brosnan.
about Angel. He used to be a vampire named Angelus, and he had a gypsy curse on him and got a soul. And so now he's spending his time in LA killing vampires and demons to make up for all the things that he did. And hopefully he can make up for it and be able to be at peace.
I'm going to talk about Scrubs next.
What happened to the lighter I just handed you?
I don't know. Your underwear's probably hanging out on there.
No, it's not.
Scrubs season 1. It's the only season we have, but we're gonna get them all regardless of what she wants.
There you go.
The packaging on it is completely terrible, yet really cool at the same time. My biggest problem is that this is way too big. If you look at it, you can see that there's just all this extra room, which makes it end up looking like it's almost like it's plastic, but it makes it look like it's got water damage because there's like all this extra room on it, and I really don't like that at all. And then it's also sometimes really hard to get out, sometimes really hard to get in. But the coolest part about it is that it has like this. If you've seen Scrubs, that at the end of the intro, they go up and they put the
X-ray
up on the thing. And it's got one of those attached to it, so that's really cool. I really like that. When you open it up, it's got the appendix, which is basically like the folder clipboard. And then 3 discs. It's got JD, Elliot, and Turk. The thing with Scrubs that's so great is that it's obviously about. It is called Scrubs, and it's like wiggling. Yeah, it came off. Hold on, I can put it back. It's just sticky. The thing about Scrubs is it's about guys starting off as interns in a hospital. But it's so funny along the way, yet so dramatic. You cry. It can have you laughing hysterically one minute, laughing to tears, and then the next minute you'll actually be in tears from crying. It is, and the acting is really great. The best acting of any TV show out there.
I don't think so.
You want to talk about Scrubs?
I particularly don't like the show that much. It's supposed to be something that makes you laugh, and I can honestly say I can't think of any time that I've laughed unless it's been
She laughs at Scrubs.
Dr. Cox being an ass, which sometimes he says things that are pretty funny. But that's pretty much all I have to say.
The special features on that are actually one of the best special features I've ever seen. It has this thing called Newbies, which is great. And it's the actors before they were cast.
And then the last thing we wanted to mention is the movie we're going to be watching tonight after we finish this video. We're going to be watching Alexander Revisited. It's a 4-hour-long movie.
The actual movie is like an hour and a half. This is like the 3rd version of it. He keeps re-releasing the final cuts. So this one's like 4.5 hours with everything, all the stuff going.
So Austin and I are going on an adventure tonight to attempt to watch this movie. So we will see you guys later.